Okay, so here we are in Beki's home. He's our director, and in Sarajevo.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. So we're here today to talk about vision and values, and particularly Novi Most vision and values. But before we talk about vision and our vision, in your experience, what does vision grow out of? It doesn't just appear out of nowhere. So how does it? What does it grow out from?
I think the vision is actually comes out from, well, I don't know how much would people agree with it, but I believe that vision comes out of the very dark place inside of yourself. Not inside of yourself, but very dark place that you observe around you, or very hard, difficult, heartbreaking, and heart-disturbing circumstances. So it comes from a place of desperation, of frustration, pain, and hurt. So when people are moved and see that around them, then they want to do something about it.
Great. And so that's the kind of the negative, the frustration and everything. That's where it comes from. But the positive is the vision itself. And so in terms of Novi Most, how would you articulate our vision?
I would say that our vision is to, it's for young people. It's seeing the next generation to win. If we don't help the next generation, I don't think there is future for that particular area. So in this concrete about Bosnia and Herzegovina. But I think the vision of Novi Most is to equip young people to become, to enter their future with hope and confidence, because that's something that is definitely lacking, and to empower them to become instrument of positive transformation in their community. So that's something that we would like to see in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Sure, and that's really positive. The other side of the equation would be our values and the things that we believe are really important in the way that we do what we do, our ethos and so on. So how would you
I would say you said quite well. It is our vision comes out from our values, and actually what we value the most in our life, we are going to transfer it into our vision. So as you could hear, our vision has some big words, and those are our values. And our first value is young people. Second value, I would say, is the relationships. And when we talk about relationships, it's actually meaning in three different directions. And I would say the first one is relationship with God. The second is relationship with all ethnic groups that live here. And the third would be the relationship with inside of the Christian community, which is actually unity. And how much unity is important in the Christian worldview. The fourth would be integrity, and the third, I would say, is integrity, and the fourth then would be transformation.
So it's a bit about integrity.
Integrity is very important. Like, who are we to tell other people what they need to change and how to change if we don't live it out? So I think that's crucial, we gotta show what we stand for, who are we about, and we have to live it out by the example. Otherwise, I don't see the...
People will smell a rat.
Yeah, absolutely, you are... otherwise you are just selling empty words, phrases.
Sure. And then transformation.
Transformation, that's that's a big thing because any transformation doesn't happen over the night. Some things do, but for something that can happen that will last for a long time, it takes time. It's actually plowing and seeding and putting things in the right place so that in generations things will be changed. So evil does a lot of damage to the world, and particularly in my country, this war and everything, the evil and the enemy try to destroy, try to corrupt, and actually, we lost the hope, we lost the people. That's why our vision was birthed from that place of hopelessness and place of hurt and pain, and so that's what we want to bring back, step by step, and it's and we see it. It's a long-term thing. So we want to see Bosnia and Herzegovina transformed, and the young people challenged and taught and equipped of seeing things differently. What they were left with, for example.
And it's often said that the health of a nation can be viewed through how it is for the young people.
Absolutely, I think they are imprinted from their parents and from their great parents as well. Things in life, they are marked by it, so they are carrying what has been. What they didn't choose, but in the same time they are the master of their choices and their future. So that's why they are the key. Young people are flexible enough to change, because I personally believe when you are a young person you can be more shaped. As you grow, it's harder and harder. So how healthy is your young people? Exactly, that's how the nation will look like, actually.
So one of the big events that we've just done as a team was the winter camp, not very far away from here, in one of the Olympic mountains. And my experience of that was that I was transformed through it, from having energy and no aches and pains on the first day to, by the time of the third day, I was as tired before we'd even started as I was at the end of the first day after I'd been up and down the mountain a few times. But in terms of, that very special activity, what kind of transformation did you see going on when we were together there?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is the particular one young person who was first time experiencing environment of something organized by Novi Most. And by his surprise, he's 20 years old, around 20 years old, he saw a group of group of close to 30 people living on one roof, coming from different ethnic backgrounds, and everybody is getting along, everybody is functioning, everybody is talking, being kind, being nice. And he was just struck by this atmosphere, which for me is like, for me that's normal. But the way how he was struck actually touched me, that I'm thinking, working for Novi Most for years, I mean, this has become our lifestyle, but for somebody who's experiencing for the first time, it's just the first step to see life different.
And it's an incredible experience going on in Novi Most Winter Camp. But from my point of view, and I'm one of the leaders on it, is that in every way it kind of breaks you open spiritually it breaks you open, socially it breaks you open, physically, you know, it's tiring. But because of the good soil, the good stuff that you're in and amongst, you kind of get put back together again in those different ways, or grown in those different ways, better than when you started. And that's an amazing
I think
thing.
we are creating the experience and creating the environment and creating the memories for the young people that they will stuck for them for lifetime. Because we offer them, first of all, a place that they can learn a new skill, which in this case is snowboarding or skiing. So they feel their hope is growing because they have achieved something. So they come, for example, completely clueless and thinking, oh, I'm not capable, how can I do it? And then slowly you see how they grow in confidence, they learn a new skill, and something that they feared of, like top of the mountain. By the third day of the camp, they're like, I did it. You know? And that's practical. But besides that, there is this spiritual part, because we have an evening program in which we talk about, you know, life and some of the topics like fear and overcoming and life problems, life situations. They get challenged, you know, and by the testimonies or the stories that we share in our personal lives, but also from the scripture.
So this is the Blink video that we do every month with the prayer update, and there's this, and praying is one of the ways that people from the UK and elsewhere can get involved and contribute and help us with the work that we're doing here. The other ways are giving, joining us and coming over, and participating with the things we do, whether it be short term or longer term. And then the other one, of course, is to tell their friend, you know, people can tell their friends about us so that the story gets shed further abroad. Going back to the prayer one though, when we think about vision and values, and some people don't have vision, but everybody has values, even if they're bad values. But everybody
has a vision, but they just don't know that they have a vision, or that they are not aware of what they are doing. But your life is obviously heading somewhere in some direction.
So, in terms of what people can pray for when we think about vision and values, how would you be seeking for people to pray for us this month?
Well, I would like them to pray for our vision to be to go forward, to move forward, so that more and more young people will join us, will be equipped, so that they can then equip others and pass on. Because now working here for 20 years, we are already having generations who grew up, and they can now do the work that has done to them. Also, pray for our values and for our integrity, that we will stay and continue to be authentic in what we do, and that we will always look and search for the new ways how to implement our vision in this country, because I think the means can change, and activities that we do can change, but our vision stays the same. You know, this is what we want to see. We want to see young people in Bosnia and Herzegovina transformed, equipped, and empowered.
Thanks, Beki. It's been great, and thanks for welcoming me into your house. It's been fantastic.
You are welcome.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for watching another Blink video. I think it's the 5th one, and look forward to seeing you next month as well. See you now.